34. Read this sentence from paragraph 6. To see what effects exercise might have on this process, the researchers first recruited 40 college-age Chinese men and women who are trying to learn English. Okay, so if I recall, this is where they first outlined the actual process and experimental design. So, which statement describes the function of the sentence in the overall structure of the excerpt? Okay, so this is our typical overall structure question, which is essentially a function question. It uses both words in this case. In this case, we should always be thinking about what are the transition ideas in and around this sentence to figure out what is it doing in the paragraph. Why is it put there? Okay, so let's go back to the actual quote in paragraph 6. This is the beginning of paragraph 6, the first of two sentences. So this is after 4 and 5, which we just discussed, talked about children learn easily, adults don't learn easily. And then this begins by saying they recruited 40 college-age Chinese men and women. They divided them into two groups. They supplemented these with exercises, specifically what they did. Okay, so it's going through the details of the study. So it's transitioning from sort of the first part, which is to say what the goal or the hypothesis is, to how the design of the experiment was conducted. Okay, so that's the transition occurring here. That's what we should always be thinking about overall structure questions. So E, it indicates a shift from describing the results of the study to describing the process. Well, that could sound okay. It's a shift to the process, but it's not describing the results. The results is wrong. This is mixing up the facts, a classic wrong answer type. The results come after the process and the study itself toward the end. This is not correct. F, it introduces the aspect of the research that was most critical to determining the results. Choosing 40 college-age Chinese men and women was most critical to the results? I don't think so. That's extreme language, and there's nothing in there that suggests that. Remember, the correct transition ideas were going from the hypothesis, the problem statement, to the development or process or design of the study. Okay. G, it marks the change from explaining why the study was conducted to explaining how this study was conducted. Yes, right? The hypothesis is the why, and the actual study design is the how. G looks pretty good. I think that's going to be our answer. Let's just check H. It shows how questions were raised that could be addressed in further research. So yeah, the study wasn't perfect. There were questions, as we saw toward the end, but that's not part of this paragraph 6. And that's not relevant to the question and the line item here. So that's irrelevant. Another typical wrong answer choice. So G, it marks the change from explaining why the study was conducted to explaining how the study was conducted. G is the correct answer for 34.